We are witnessing a vicious assault by enemies of all that is good. And our president is having to act in ways unprecedented in decades, maybe centuries. The biblical nature of good versus evil cannot be discounted as we examine what is happening on the streets of America. It's Marxism in the form of Antifa and the Black Lives Matters movement versus our very capable and very underappreciated law enforcement professionals, the vast majority of whom are fighting to provide us safe and secure homes, streets, and communities. When the destiny of the United States is at stake, and it is, the very future of the entire world is threatened. As Christians, shouldn't we act? We recognize that divine providence is the ultimate judge of our destiny. Achieving our destiny as a freedom-loving nation, providence compels us to do our part in our communities. This action is needed at the local, state, and federal levels. Action is also required in the economic, media, clerical, and ecclesiastical realms. Decide how you can act within your abilities. Stand up and state your beliefs. Be proud of who you are and what you stand for. And face head-on those community leaders who are willing to allow dark forces to go beyond peaceful protests and destroy and violate your safety and security. We cannot disrespect or disregard natural law along with our own religious liberties and freedoms. I am witnessing elderly people lose their connection to all that is good in their lives. Connection to their faith, their families, and their individual freedoms. Especially the simple fact of attending church, something they have been doing for decades. Let us not be intimidated or fear those who cry out that we are in the minority. We are not. Good is always more powerful and will prevail over evil. However, evil will succeed for a time when good people are divided from each other and their personal lives. Children away from their teachers, preachers from their congregations, customers from their local businesses. America will never give in to evil. Americans work together to solve problems. There are seminal moments in American history that test every fiber of our nation's soul. We're facing one now. Revolutionary forces are causing every American citizen to question which direction the country is heading. To determine the outcome, we must examine our nation's history to project ourselves forward into the future. Once again, tyranny and treachery are in our midst. And although we feel we've descended into a hellish state of existence, we must never forget hell is conquerable. Prayer is the greatest weapon, and a consciousness of God is the ultimate thought of the day. The idea or notion of a heaven on earth is the very real sense of being free. Freedom is oxygen, like the air we breathe, that keeps our lungs full and our hearts breathing. The celestial feeling of freedom brings a sense of peace to our souls. Freedom must never be taken for granted. Securing our freedom demands a high price, and that price requires hard work and sacrifice. Both will bind us all by the value they produce, but only if we are willing to seek new opportunities and new ideas. Those who have sacrificed the most, those who have given the last true measure of devotion that derives from the love of faith, family, and the cause of freedom, for all of us to be free, and for the betterment of our republic and the free world, cannot be allowed to have died in vain. Theirs is the ultimate sacrifice, and heaven is their reward. Our future, the future of our children and grandchildren, and the future of our country are at stake. God will not give way to the care of the devil, or allow us to be left to the evil vices of those who would steal our freedom in the dark of night. He will not. Instead, God will stand with us, as He always does. Hard work and personal sacrifice still very much matter. Being a good person, showing kindness to others still matter. And if our nation is to survive this crucible moment, we need to fall back on the God-given values and ideals that are the very foundation of our constitutional republic. Let us not fear the uncertainty that comes from the unknown. Instead, accept it and fight through that sense of fear. And we must remember, the power of hell, while strong, is limited. God is the ultimate judge and decision maker. His anointed providence is our country, the United States of America. I would like to thank the retired Army Lieutenant General Michael Flynn, who served as National Security Advisor to the President Donald Trump, for writing this letter to America. Thank you, General Flynn. May God bless you. God bless our President. And God bless America.